What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. Now in today's video, we're going to be diving into this Eureka E10SW self-emptying robot vacuum. Now this is a mid-range contender that promises hand-free cleaning, smart navigation, and pet-friendly power. Now it's supposed to be a consumer-level robot vacuum made for those of us who just don't want to spend a ton of money for a high-end robot vacuum. But for those of us who still want something that has a lot of features and will also do a great job maintaining and keeping our home floors clean. Now, I've been testing out this E10SW that Eureka sent me for a few weeks now, and I'll break down everything that I think about it, the good, the bad, and whether it's worth your cash. So stay tuned. Okay, so first things first, let's talk about the design of this E10SW. Right out of the box, the E10SW feels like a premium product. For just roughly $329 at places like Walmart, you get a well-built, high-quality feeling robot vacuum. In fact, I love the blue, black, or dark gray design because it just makes it look sleek. And the compact dock, which measures 13.8 by 13.8 inches, tucks pretty neatly into pretty much every corner. It looks like a compact and stylish robot vacuum that will fit seamlessly into any home setup. Now overall, it measures just under 14 inches wide and 4 inches tall, and it's slim enough to clean under most furniture while still packing a punch with all of its integrated features. Now, what makes this Eureka E10SW a standout robot vacuum is its self-emptying dustbin. Now this is something that Eureka has started to incorporate in most of their newer vacuum products, which I think is an amazing feature. This feature was also available in their recent handheld stylus vacuum and their higher-end E20 robot vacuum, both of which I reviewed in previous videos. Now, the dock is supposed to be able to hold up to 45 days worth of dirt, making it a truly hands-free experience for busy households. But that also, I guess, depends on just how dirty your home is and how much dirt you have. And then, this vacuum is also perfect for pet owners. Now, included in the package is the robot vacuum itself, along with a base station, which are both packaged separately in their own box. Everything in the box is packaged very neatly and very securely. Now, once I had everything unboxed, setting this thing up was super simple. They had an app that pretty much walked me through everything, including pairing this robot via Wi-Fi. And then within minutes, I had this robot vacuum mapping my kitchen and the dining space, which is where I planned to initially place this robot. Overall, setup took maybe around 15 to 30 minutes, but then again, that really depends on how large your space is and how much this robot has to map. Now, what also makes this robot vacuum nice is that no bags are needed, which from a savings perspective is great considering you don't need to replace any bags, which can occasionally cost upwards of $70 or more per year. Now, this is a great trend that spans across the entire vacuum industry, which makes upkeep more affordable and less of a hassle because replacing bags just sucks. Now, when it comes to power, with 4,000 PA of suction power, this vacuum was able to clean across everything from carpets to hardwood floors and tile. And thanks to its HEPA filtration system, it traps allergens and fine dust particles, which is great for anyone like me who has to deal with airborne allergies like dander, dust, and pollen. Now, when it comes to tech and specs, I'm glad that this robot retained a lot of the premium features of the higher and more expensive models. This E10SW uses advanced LiDAR mapping to create a precise layout of your home. This means that I can map the spaces in my home without actually needing to touch every nook and cranny in the house. Now what it does is during the initial setup, when it's mapping the area, it goes to pretty much every corner it can reach and scans not just what's in front of it, but the entire zone so it can capture the room, the space, and the area that it's in, which is always nice, and then it creates an overall map of the entire area. And then when it's done mapping everything, you can use the Eureka app to set up no-go zones, define spaces, customize room cleanings, and even schedule vacuum sessions for a completely hands-free experience. In addition to that, it's also compatible with most home assistants, so you can pretty much literally clean your home using just voice commands and completely through automation. Now, one of the other features that I love about this robot vacuum that it also carried over is the battery life. It's completely incredible. It runs for up to 180 minutes on a single charge, making it ideal for larger homes. And when the battery runs low, it automatically returns to its dock, recharges, and then resumes cleaning where it left off. That means no babysitting is required for this robot vacuum. And then you can also monitor it remotely on the app itself. Now, overall, I've been using this robot vacuum for about a month now, and all I have to say is so far that it performs exceptionally well. Whether it's pet hair, crumbs, or dust, it cleans thoroughly. The mapping feature is super accurate and it rarely misses a spot. Now, one feature and setup that I do recommend that you set for this vacuum is to make sure you set it up for 2 or more passes, since most of us may use this type of robot vacuum on hard surfaces such as kitchens, where you might have food particles like rice, coffee, and other small objects that can be brushed around. This just ensures that the vacuum catches every single crumb and particle for a very thorough cleaning. Now, of course, when it comes to all these new automation and robot products, no product is perfect. So let's break down the pros and some of the improvements that I've identified so far during my usage of this E10SW. Starting with the pros. For a standard level consumer product, it has a powerful 4000 PA suction, which I think is good enough for most, if not all, households. Next, of course, is the self-emptying feature with up to 45 days of dirt storage. I love not having to empty and clean the vacuum after every single use. And when you do have to do it, it's super easy to empty when it needs to be done. And then third is the long battery life. 180 minutes is enough for it to clean most spaces without needing a recharge. But, of course, when a recharge is needed, no intervention is needed. It's completely self-sufficient. And then fourth, and one of my favorite features, is the HEPA filtration for cleaner air, especially since someone like me has just a ton of allergies. And then fifth is the inclusion of advanced LiDAR and mapping features and customizable cleaning zones, which I think is a great feature across their entire line of products. And then finally, always a plus with smart home integration and voice control compatibility. Now, where I do see some issues and what I'd call opportunities for improvement, the first, of course, is that it struggles with small obstructions and long threaded carpets. Now, in my case, it occasionally got stuck on my bar stools. Even though it could go over the legs, it made a lot of noise doing so. In addition to that, the brushes on the vacuum will get tangled on long hair carpets, which will require you to intervene and either untangle or cut them loose. Now, in my case, I just set my long hair carpet area as a no-go zone, so I wouldn't even have to mess with it. And then lastly, no mopping feature. This is purely a robot vacuum, but for me, it works perfect for my upstairs space where I decided to move this vacuum. It works perfectly without any issues on my upstairs area, which has both carpet and hard surface areas. So with all of that in mind, is this Eureka E10SW worth it? I think absolutely. I think it's perfect for pet owners, busy families, and anyone that's looking to automate their cleaning routine. It's also an affordable solution for those of you who don't want to pay for the pricier high-end models, but still wants the inclusion of the high-end features at a more reasonable price. Now, on the flip side, if you do want a robot vacuum that includes the advanced mopping features, I would also recommend checking out the E20 model. And then, in addition to that, like most of Eureka's products, it also has a solid 2-year warranty, which makes this an investment in convenience and cleanliness. Now, if you want one of these for yourself, the Eureka E10SW is available now at Walmart and other retailers. And I will leave a link to it in the video description below. Now, before ending this video, I also did get to check out Eureka's booth at CES this past January, and I did get my hands on a few of their upcoming products. So we'll end this video with a quick preview of some of the things that I saw when I went to visit them in CES. Well, overall, that's it for today's review. If you found this helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and let me know in the comments if you have or have tried the Eureka E10SW, or if you've got any robot vacuum stories that you want to share. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.